The Diary of Samuel Pepys, 11th of April, 1661. At 2 o'clock, with very great mirth, we went to our lodging and to bed, and lay till 7, and then called up by Sir William Batten. So I arose and we did some business, and then came Captain Allen, and he and I withdrew and sang a song or two, and among others took pleasure in Go and Be Hanged, That's Goodbye. The young ladies come too, and so I did again please myself with Mrs. Rebecca. And about 9 o'clock, after we had breakfast, we set forth for London. And indeed I was a little troubled to part with Mrs. Rebecca, for which God forgive me. Thus we went away through Rochester, calling and taking leave of Mr. Alcock at the door, Captain Cuttance going with us. We baited at Dartford and thence to London. But of all the journeys that ever I made, this was the merriest, and I was in a strange mood for mirth. Among other things, I got my lady to let her maid, Mrs. Ann, to ride all the way on horseback, and she rides exceeding well. And so I called her my clerk, that she went to wait upon me. I met with 2 little schoolboys going with pitchers of ale to their schoolmaster to break up against Easter, and I did drink of some of one of them and give him 2 pence. By and by we come to 2 little girls keeping cows, and I saw one of them very pretty, so I had a mind to make her ask my blessing, and tell her that I was her godfather. She asked me innocently whether I was not Ned Wooding, and I said that I was, so she kneeled down and very simply called, "Pray, godfather, pray to God to bless me," which made us very merry, and I gave her 2 pence. In several places I asked women whether they would sell me their children, but they denied me all, but said they would give me one to keep for them if I would. Mrs. Ann and I rode under the man that hangs upon Shooter's Hill, and a filthy sight it was to see how his flesh is shrunk to his bones. So home, and I found all well, and a deal of work done since I went. I went to see how my wife do, who is well, and my brother John come from Cambridge. To Sir William Batten's and there supped, and very merry with the young ladies. So to bed, very sleepy for last night's work, concluding that it is the pleasant journey in all respects that ever I had in my life. The 12th of April, 1661. Up among my workmen, and about 7 o'clock comes my wife to see me, and my brother John with her, who I am glad to see, but I sent them away because of going to the office, and there dined with Sir William Batten, all fish dinner, it being Good Friday. Then home and looking over my workmen, and then into the city, and saw in what forwardness all things are for the coronation, which will be very magnificent. Then back home again and to my chamber to set down in my diary all my late journey, which I do with great pleasure. And while I am now writing comes one with a ticket to invite me to Captain Robert Blake's burial, for whose death I am very sorry, and do much wonder at it, he being a little while since a very likely man to live as any I knew. Since my going out of town, there is one Alexander Ross taken and sent to the counter by Sir Thomas Allen for counterfeiting my hand to a ticket, and we this day at the office have given order to Mr. Smith to prosecute him. To bed.